morning, Laura. Today is October 6th. Now, last night I was up reading way too late because I finished my book yesterday morning and I thought it would be a great idea to read Paper Towns by John Green since you just finished it, and hey, with all the schoolwork I have going on right now, why not torture myself with a book I find very hard to put down? Classic masochism. God, I love fall. Anywho, I don't know if I've told you this or not, but John Green's books always make me want to do stuff. An Abundance of Catherines makes me want to go on a random road trip. Paper Towns makes me want to have a night of mischief similar to Q has. You know what I mean. And Looking for Alaska, I don't know, makes me want to drink a bottle of Strawberry Hill wine and then enroll myself in a boarding school. Just normal stuff. So anyway, last night I was reading and I really wanted to go somewhere, but I had to sleep because I have a test and a speech today, so I might want to get some rest. So I decided to get up early this morning and do my running off then. Because of this, I ended up in Elkpoint-Jefferson, South Dakota at approximately 9 o'clock this morning. The drive to Elkpoint-Jefferson was kind of rough, with it just being the end of road construction season. Laura, you know you're in South Dakota when you're following a tractor down the main street in town. After a little bit, though, I found the historic district, which is always my favorite part of any town. There really wasn't much in it, though, just a grocery store, a couple hardware stores, a Mexican restaurant, and an old-fashioned soda shop. The last one was pretty exciting. Oh, and sorry I didn't film the shops themselves. I was trying not to kill anyone. So then I went to try and find the Lewis and Clark expedition spot that they had mentioned on the interstate, but I was on this road that started going out of town, and there didn't appear to be any expedition spots on it. There was, however, a random subdivision that I used to turn around. Oh, and there was a gas station I went to, but I didn't film any of that because there was a guy staring at me with his, "What are you doing here, foreigner?" patented glare. Finally, though, I made my way back into town and through the detours and road construction and got back on the interstate. And then, of course, I started trying to picture the lives of the people who lived in a town that was even smaller than the town we live in. Granted, I'm sure I didn't see all of it, but the parts I did see were kind of old and slightly run down, and certainly Lewis and Clark expeditionless. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of the town I went to high school in. I still wonder why people live there, too. Are there certain people who just like small towns? At least I've decided I'm not a huge fan of a population of 1,000 or less towns, though, so I'm glad we live in a slightly bigger one at least. And then, because it fit in perfectly with my small town's train of thought, I started singing obnoxiously to the Lady Gaga song that started playing in my car.
Hello, hello, baby, you called, I can't hear a thing. I have got no service in the club, you see.
I love day explorations. Laura, I'll see you on Friday.